Hello everybody, I am Takeda Shingen. In this video, I want to show you what the staking and battling is all about and how it works. When we log in, we're going to see this dashboard right here. What we want to do is go to the battleground, which is the tab labeled battle. And you're going to see a couple sub-tabs, which is available battles, my completed battles. Over here on the right hand side, you'll see a red button that says start new battle. In the previous video, we actually started a new battle, and I showed you how to propose a battle. Let's do this. Let's start off with proposing a battle. I know we did it before, but let's just start from the beginning. By choosing an amount and a risk percentage, you're creating a proposal for anyone out there to engage your wallet in long-term battle. This is your start new battle. You're going to choose your risk, which again I'll explain in just a second. So let's choose a risk of 50. And then you're going to choose a quantity of gen that you want to risk. You can do a custom number or you can do any of these numbers here. So let's just do 100 for simplicity's sake. Click on propose battle. You're going to see this little bar up top. This shows you the progress. We're going to have to confirm this. Remember, if you're seeing my wallet here, this is a test net transaction. You're going to see maybe different numbers and ETH, but you're going to see Binance Smart Chain. We're on a test net now. Just keep that in mind. So we're going to wait for this 25% to move to 50% right now and get us a confirmation. So what is Gen? Let me just explain. This is the native coin of the battle stakes, and the interest earned will be paid in it. You can always trade Gen for BUSD by withdrawing it from the castle to the wallet. So here we are. We got a confirmation. Okay, you can see it's 50%. I confirmed that. And now we should see the proposed battle start. Now this isn't the actual battle. Okay, we're just proposing. Let's look at the risk percentage. What does that mean? Okay, what is this when we chose this risk percentage? This is the amount of interest that you're going to risk losing if you unstake first. All right, think about that. So whoever unstakes first, because you're going up against another wallet, if you unstake first, you're going to lose that percentage. So if you chose 25%, then you're going to lose 25% when you unstake first. If you choose 50%, then you're going to lose 50. If you choose 75, you're going to lose 75% of the interest, not the principal, but the interest. We just proposed a battle. This is in the available battles. We see that my user, which is Takeda 2, has a gen staked proposed of 100 and a risk percentage of 50. That means that I'm proposing to stake 100 gens and I'm willing to risk 50% of the interest if I unstake first. And I know that I'm not going to unstake first. You see the date proposed and you see an action. You can back out. So this back out button it's there if you want to, if you made a mistake. What happens is if you press this 100 gen minus a penalty fee of 3% will get sent right to the castle. You're going to see it right here. But there is going to be a penalty fee of 3%. So this is the strategy. If you're going to propose a battle, then you don't want to be backing out. There is a 48-hour window where this battle will be displayed on the battleground. If nobody picks you, then there's no penalty. After 48 hours, you'll just see a button that says send to castle or claim. And it's just going to send that 100 in full or whatever you staked back to the castle. Simple as that. So you have to strategize. You have to think, am I guaranteed that someone's going to choose the amount that I'm staking? Am I staking too much? There are a lot of players that want to stake against me. Is my risk too much? That's something that you're going to have to play around with and find out. And you're probably going to have multiple battles going on. And of course, the best way is you're going to battle your own wallets, because then you control your own destiny. So you can battle others as well as battle your own wallets. We have our wallet here. We have this backout. We will do an example of what happens when a battle is actually engaged as soon as we go through the battle engaged scenario and explain how that works. So we'll look at the numbers because that's very important. So right now we have these four proposed battles. We're 100, 25, 100, and 100 different risk levels. And what I could do right now is I could engage as Takeda 2. Okay, I can engage this or I can back out my own battle. Let's do this. Let's engage this battle right here that is proposing 50 risk and 100 gen. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we're going to engage in that battle. What happened there? This tells me that I cannot engage with the same opponent more than once. So let's see what happens. Let's see my battles. Oh, look at this. Same opponent. So you can't battle the same wallet twice. You got to find a different wallet to battle. We did that so that you can't just keep on battling your same wallets, two same wallets. You have to have different wallets if you're going to engage in different battles. If I were to engage, you would see that that battle would come up here. Same thing, two confirmations. So we have a battle here that we're engaged in. This was from yesterday. What we can do is, our action that we can do is surrender the battle. So what happens when we surrender the battle? We would get the amount that is in green. There's potential arena. There's potential gen. We're not going to talk about the arena coin in this video. We're going to talk about it in the next one. But we'll talk about the gen coin here. Again, these numbers are test numbers. Don't look at this dollar amount as something that's for sure. We just entered a dummy price into the protocol for testing purposes. But you can see this will show a dollar amount and this will show a gen amount. Let's look at this. We staked 25 gen for the against this opponent right here. 20 was what is being earned interest on. So what happened here? What happened is this. When you're the primary staker, when you engage in battle, you're going to pay 20% to the treasury. And that's part of the referral fee is going to be used for that, the rewards, all that kind of stuff. If you're the secondary staker, you're going to pay 30%. In this situation, was at the 20% level. How do I know? 20% is 1/5. And you can see that this was the original stake right here, 25. That's the proposed original stake. And this right here is what I started out with. So you can see that this is the, right here, 20.1390. So what did I earn in one day? I earned 1.1390 gen. And once the liquidity pool is active, you'll see a dollar amount associated with that. So the reason why we can't just start off with 25, which was the original stake, is because we need time for the treasury to do its thing, and we need to invest it, and we need to get revenue back, and you can't just have that in a couple days. This is a long-term project. This is a long-term protocol. So you can't just pull in and out and in and out. So that's not going to work. It's been proven that doesn't work with all kinds of projects this year. This is very well thought out. This is math. This isn't just, some fantasy out there. Like I said, when a primary staker creates a proposal, that is put on the available battles tab, which we did at the beginning, for anyone to accept. The proposal will be left on the available battles for 48 hours, and if no one likes your terms, then after 48 hours, a claim button will appear and you will be able to withdraw. So we don't see that claim button yet, but we can back out, like I said. There is a penalty for this at 3% if you do back out right now. So why don't we do that? We're going to back out and we're going to press this. I'm going to show you. So we pressed back out. We're going to confirm the transaction. You could see that was 100 gen stake. And this will go right back into the castle. Not to the wallet, but to the castle. So we're going to wait. We're at 25%. The blockchain is doing its thing. Okay, so we're going to go and double check. Let's see what happened here. So on dashboard, there it is. We have our gen back in the castle. And this number right here, this is the combination of what's in our castle and what's in our wallet. So you can see I have a lot of test gen in my wallet right now, which is 4584.7 plus 97 equals this right here. So that's going to be the same thing in the live version. So let's go back to battle. And if this is the primary staker and he's going to contribute 20%, but he's risking that nobody's going to pick him. As the secondary staker, you can come in and you can just choose any one of these. That right now there's only one player proposing, so I can't engage him because I've already engaged him in battle. But you can engage any other battle right away without waiting. And once the battle's engaged, you can see from our previous screen, 1396. Every minute this gets updated, this amount. So that's the key. If you win, you're going to get this much, which is 20.1396. If you lose, which is surrender, you're going to get this. So you always know where you're at. And you always know, do I want to exit this battle? Do I not want to exit this battle? And the key is you don't want to exit early. You want to leave it in there, let it do its thing. Do your promotion, give out your username, earn rewards by doing that. And we're going to go over that system as well later. We have the primary. We explained who the primary staker is. We explained the secondary staker. The secondary staker is the person coming in and choosing to engage in a battle. Okay, the secondary staker is going to pay 30% of the stake. So the secondary staker, 25, this player would be at 18. That's how they would start. That's what they are earning interest on, is the 18. So only the secondary staker can engage in battle. Engage a battle by choosing which wallet you would like to stake against and press the engage button. You will go through the same confirmations in the MetaMask wallet and you'll be confirmed in battle. So the difference is the percentage that you're going to give up at the engagement of the battle, the 20% to the primary, 30% at the secondary. And Gen is deducted and put into the treasury. The referral fee is also paid from the actions. The interest is paid only when the battle is active. Remember that. Not when a primary wallet is processing a battle or when Gen is sitting in castle or wallet. That's the only time you're making interest, is when you're engaged in battle. So now let's take a look at an example of battle numbers on a spreadsheet. You'll have to decide if you want to be a primary or secondary staker. Okay, so let's take a look at a quick spreadsheet. This shows you the winnings and losings if you're at 50% risk. So here's the example. Let's go through this. You have a primary and a secondary staker, just as we talked about earlier. And I'm going to choose 100 as the number of Gen staked. So what happens? You have a primary staker with 100, and the battle begins. The primary staker gets down to 80, and the secondary goes down to 70. Okay, and that goes into the battle. So you could see after 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120, and so on until 360. I did it so that this is the amount of rewards you're going to get. You're going to get 14.4, 28.8, 43.2. Again, this is based on this number right here, the 80 and the 70. That's why you see these are a little bit different. 0.6% every single day. Here's where the risk matters. Let's say that the primary wins after 30 days. How much does the primary make? The primary is going to get 14.4 plus 50% of these numbers right here. And so the primary win is going to be 20.7. Okay, so if secondary unstakes at 30 days, the primary already ROI'd at 30 days. The secondary didn't ROI. The secondary is now at 76%, so the secondary lost roughly 24%. But that's why you can't just unstake in a short amount of time. Let's take a look at 90 days. So you're going to be at 62 if primary will win 62 gens. So that will be 62 plus the 80. So the primary will be at 140 gens in 4 months at 120 days. So that's important. And now let's take a look at the primary lose, secondary win. You can see these numbers are a little bit different because, again, they started off with 70 and 80. Now you have 20.7 and 19.8. And you extend that down, you can see what you would win at 360 days. You'd have 248 gen. 248 gen off of a staked of 80. Well, staked 100, but it turns into 80. So 248 plus the 80, you would be at 328 gen if you win a 50% battle. Now let's take a look at a 75% risk battle. So here we are at a 75% risk battle. Same numbers, 100 goes down to 80 and 70. Let's pretend that here's the primary staker. After 30 days, it's 23. See the difference? So at 50%, you're only going to take away half of this. At 75, you're going to take away 3/4 of this. So that's why you want to be the winner. you can't just unstake. Let's take a look down here at 360 days. You have 286 gen plus the 80. You're still going to have this. This doesn't go away. This 80 and 70 does not go away. This gets added to your rewards. This just shows you how many rewards you're going to get. And of course, once you unstake or you win a battle, this goes into your castle. You can cash out, you can restake into other battles. That's your choice. But you can see right here, this is a real nice visual representation of what you would get. And I will make sure to post this to the Discord and on the Twitter perhaps as well. Okay, so here we are back at the battleground. And you can see I have my one battle. So let me surrender. So what am I going to get? I'm going to get what's in red. I'm going to get 0 arena. Again, we'll talk about that in the next video. That's a bonus coin that can never lose value. And I'm going to get 20.0503 gen. Again, think about it. We are only staked less than 24 hours here. So that's why I'm only getting 20.05. I'm going to surrender. Same thing. I'm going to confirm. It's going to call on my MetaMask wallet. And it's going to ask me to confirm here. I'm going to confirm here. You're going to see that it's going to take a little bit of time. And it's going to say here, you will forfeit 0.0503 gen because that's a 50% battle. I'm making 0.0503, but I'm losing 0.0503. So the total gen that I earned was 0.1 up to this point. But that's why it's taking 0.05. So you can refer to that chart, and it's going to be real easy to determine when you want to unstake and whether it's worth it right now, or you got to look at the chart, see what the price action is doing. So here we are, confirm transaction, and you can see 2 battles that I won. Not one, I'm sorry. This will show you any battles that you backed out as well, which we did earlier. So here's the back out battle. And here's my lost battle. And I'm going to see the gen earned. There was no gen earned in the backout. It'll show you the time that it ended, the gen that I staked, the risk amount, and no opponent because nobody took my battle. I backed out. You can see here, gen earned, 0.08. You can see here, the time ended, 11:34. That's it right there. Gen staked, risk, and duration. So now you've seen how the system works and what kind of logic is present in the system. It's definitely a strategic game, you could say, or a protocol that requires some thinking. Yes, you can't just buy the coin and think it's going to multiply. You got to have a strategy. What are you going to do? Are you going to have multiple wallets? Are you going to have one wallet that's going to stake up against an unknown opponent? You got to make that decision. So we're going to go over the multiple wallet strategy also in the next video, which will hedge all your bets, right? Because as you saw with time, you can just wait, 6 months and you're going to be in the plus for both wallets, but you got to wait that time. Again, why does this take so long to battle and earn yields? In order to be sustainable, we have to have time to invest the treasury and get revenue. We use realistic numbers and math, not fantasy feel-good slogans and unachievable returns. Hopefully, this video explained in detail how the battles and staking work. If you have any questions at all, you can just go to our Discord and we will be happy to assist you there. We'll see you on the next video.